Hey all, this is the Delta Rat. Just wanted to say hi to everybody and get a chance to show you what the garden is looking like this week, and also to kind of make a few comments about what we're going to be facing here in about a week with this arms trade agreement and the subsequent what we all know is coming, the retrieval, the gathering or whatever of our feds coming to take our guns away from us. Well, as I've always said, I figured it would be the little blue-helmeted bastards also. And it seems to be kind of coming true. So, what are you going to do? I really would like to know. We got a lot on our plate. To me, I think we might have waited too long. Common American right now are just basically too indoctrinated to the fact of the gimme country, all everything's given to you anymore. And the notion that whatever you need, we will provide as your government. Without arms, there is no period at the end of the sentence when we say, no, we won't want something. Those are your very liberty teeth. Whether you turn in your weapons or not, if you have a gun that you have bought somewhere along the line, even registered in your name that they can't find, and you don't have a paper trail for it that shows that you sold it, gave it to so-and-so or somebody, you are the last known person with that weapon, they will take you into custody. Okay? Because you're a problem child. They're not going to believe you don't have your weapons stashed someplace readily available. Which a lot of people are going to do. But they're also going to give them up. Okay? You got to think about that one real hard. Anyway, just wanted you to think about that real good. You will have no way to protect yourself from the criminals that are knocking on our door. I never thought I'd find myself in a position I'd ever have to revert to being a soldier. I thought I had life pretty much free and clear. Not so. I let my vigil down. We all did. Or we decided, well, that's over there. That's happening over there. Doesn't affect me. But yes, it does. It affects us as a whole. Because next week, what happened over there could very well happen right here. And I would like to know that I have some friends out there that are willing to help. Not just in coming to one's defensive aid, but just in general at this point. If we don't pull it together and work together and live together, because singly we aren't being able to do much. We're not millionaires. We can't get all the things provide the things that we need. you know. But as a collective unit, we have a lot better chance. We don't have to keep duplicating things either. Anyway, from the last bastage in Oregon here, at least on the coast, I'll have to do the best I can with what we've got. So, let me show you what's going on here on the lighter side of things. Okay. Here we go. Starting down at the far end. I'm not mobile, by the way, so I'm going to do everything from right here. Woo! Kind of hard to get it all. There we go. Down there we are looking really good with our grapes, and our boysenberries are really, our marionberries way over there in that far arbor are just about ready to start picking. So we'll have plenty of, they're just like blackberries. And we'll have plenty of those, look like put up for jelly or jam and some syrup. I like them in a pie. Here a few weeks back, I read an article about tomatoes and how you can harvest more tomato from one plant. Well, I've tried that, and it seems to work. What it was, I did post it in the group about trimming the suckers and some of the foliage off of your plants to get them to start fruiting. Here we have a short growing season, and I don't know, some of you all out there will probably too, but this seems to enhance the growth of the tomatoes. I did one about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, and where I trimmed the leaves off and all that kind of stuff, and they are doing well and started producing. So about 4 or 5 days ago, I did the same thing to the plant right next door to it. And it did the same thing as putting on fruit now. So I think I'm going to take a chance to do a little more of the pruning. Potatoes, we have 3 different kinds, as some of you know. We got the Yukons, the Reds, and the regular old Idaho Spud. We got cabbage doing well. They're starting to put up pretty good heads. Also, we have some cauliflower that are putting on some heads now. We just got women, they went out there and pinned up the leaves to cover up the white crowns of the cauliflower, otherwise they'll turn color or start to flower. Lots of big cabbage. This is the giant green cabbage that we generally make slaw and things like that out of, but they'll be about the size of a basketball, or pretty near, like say maybe a soft, well, what do you call those, soccer balls or so. Peas are starting to come on good now. They were a little slow because of the weather we've had. Gonna have I got one tree here. It's gonna give us a good little crop of apples, and I got one other tree down below there. The other two had caught some blackleaf, and it kind of retarded the process of getting the blooms not only pollinated, but for retention of that pollinated flower. They'd all fell off, and the leaves had turned black and that kind of thing. And I did treat them with a spray. It's a copper spray to kill that off, but I didn't get it in time to save the actual fruit on those 2 trees. And from here, all I can say is we've done a lot more. It's been raining here in the past few weeks, or excuse me, last several days anyway. We have a good day today. It's nice and sunny, fairly warm. Get this ground warmed up again. It is kind of a challenge to grow here at times. Not like some of the challenges you folks back east have with all the heat. I had a gentleman write in and say he was having problems with how much heat he was dealing with there, and he was trying to grow in pots, and he was constantly having to move large containers around that he was gardening in. Well, all I can really suggest when you're in intense heat like that is maybe if you could put up some sort of shade apparatus, tarps, something of that nature, where in the early morning it gets sun overhead, it gets some shade, and then in the afternoon, as the sun goes east to west, and set your tarp accordingly, you can catch afternoon sun that way. And just keep everything as hydrated as possible, you know. Keep that soil in those pots moist and fluffed up so it doesn't all pack down. Okay? And if you have to, if they start getting root bound, change them out into a larger pot. Or like what we do, a lot of times we've got a bed made where we go from seedling to bed inside the greenhouse and let them strengthen up and get larger, and then transplant them out into the main garden areas. Some we leave right inside the greenhouse. But I got a couple of dogs here. It looks like they're wanting to play ball or something. Anyway, to all my Patriot friends out there, we got some decisions to make. They're not easy. Stay informed and prepare. Prepare. Talk to those friends and neighbors as much as you can. At this point, does it really matter if they think you're just a little bit paranoid or nuts? Bottom line is you will be able to go and say to yourself, I did my best to get them to wake up. That's all you can do. Help those that you know will help you. All right? Y'all have a great day. Later. Whoops. This thing ain't turning off here. Okay, here we go.